rev up your engines. It's almost time to race back to the past with Rally Arcade Classics. We got 44 iconic cars. You heard me, 44 of them things from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the aughts. The aughts is what we call the 2000s if you're really super smart. Anyway, we got 48 thrilling tracks to rev up on, and we got dirt flying every which way. NetK2 Games hit me with the key. And you know what we gonna do? We gonna find out if Arcade Rally Classics is worth 5 minutes with an indie.
All I'm saying is people spend all this time complaining about the AAAs when you have all these amazing indies.
Sorry, 50. Oh, NetK2. By the way, don't be smoking that K2, guys. That's not good for you. It's not healthy, all right? Welcome to Rally Arcade Classics. To be a driver, you need a rally license to be able to participate in the different modalities of the game. Modalities. Tour, arcade, rally, chrono, licenses. Go to the license section and obtain the C license. Let me tell you what to do. Okay, I will. All right, so let's look at the UI real quick. How you feel about the UI? The UI is given very much that old school racing game type of vibe. It's not, hey, we just here to give you what you need. So I appreciate that. Making me get a license first is kind of crazy. In this section, you will find the 6 available licenses: C, D, A1, A2, S1, and S2. But sometimes when I get in the car, you know how things get. Just, I smell that petrol and I turn into Vin Diesel and I be like, family. All right, license C, front wheel drive cars, but little power. First contact. You must arrive in 3rd position or better to obtain the license. This won't be the 5-minute start because we got to make sure we can get in here first. So let's do CO1. The person who holds number 1 is tngconsole.com. I don't know who that is, but let's try to beat this time. Oh, snap. We going. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Medium right.
So, hold on. Your boy is the greatest fucking driver in the world. Your boy is the greatest fucking driver in the world. Greatest driver in the world. World record off the bat. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. It was. I thought they said 15 seconds. I thought they said 15 seconds. I feel like I can get that faster. 12? Let's see how close we can get to that.
Finish.
14 seconds. Yo, how the hell that dude get 12 seconds? Hold on. I think we can get down to 13.
Finish.
Look at that. Off of those 3 adjustments, I ain't gonna tell you what those adjustments were because I'm gonna sell that in an ebook on a later date. But off those 3 adjustments, your boy went from 600 something to 52 to 22. We gonna let it rock. We gonna let it rock at that. I ain't gonna beat myself up over it. This one is 15 seconds. Okay. All right. It's getting turny though. That's when problems start happening. So if we play any game where there's a car in it, Fortnite, anything involving cars, I'm always the driver. Just letting y'all know out the gate, I'm always the driver.
Finish.
Going to sell your secrets in your how to be an alpha. No. How to be an Alfa Romeo. That was for my car freaks out there. Just to keep this episode short and concise, I'm gonna limit myself to 2 races each license. Wait, we gotta get all the C licenses to get our license? Hold on.
3, 2,
Hold on.
1.
Let's hold on. Cause
Finish.
okay. Cut off 45 seconds. I gotta do all 10? How the hell you know? You was reading and I wasn't reading? Damn, my bad. Okay, so if we gotta do all 10 just to get into a race, I'm not even gonna waste time doing these again because the goal is to test the game out and see if it's worth 5 minutes with an indie. And I can't do that until your boy passes the license. All right, damn. I'm gonna probably speed this part of the video up. It's gonna be in fast forward like by 800%. So if you're gonna say something egregious, it's only gonna be on the screen for like literally a 100th of a second. So this is your time to get off all your pleasantries, maybe secrets that you want to take with you to the grave that have been on your shoulders. This is the time to do it right now. And it won't be on there for very long, I promise you. And I'll forget them. I won't even read them. I don't even know how to read. See, I didn't read the instructions. So let me help you. Let me help you right now. Get them all out. Get them all out. You breaking the rules. You sneaking stuff into the workplace. You sneaking stuff out of the workplace. You know, it's cool. I ain't judging.
Easy left.
I ain't judging.
Medium right.
I like the physics in this game. I would say I really like the driving physics in this game. You know, some games, a Forza, a Gran Turismo, they work so much at getting the driving so solid that when it comes to sliding and slipping and driving and drifting, it's usually hard to find that sweet spot to where, hey, how do we give the player enough control
Medium left.
where they feel like they can drive?
Easy right. Finish.
I read that one.
Freaky frog!
It's hard to find that sweet spot to where it's like, yo, how do we make these cars stick to the road
Medium
while
right.
also, oh, it's raining. It's raining. Oh, no. Your boy hit a pole. First of all, that's a strong ass flagpole. That's a strong ass flagpole. If we built this country out of those flagpoles, nothing could ever top us. As I was saying, it's hard to find that balance between building a racer that's solid enough to race on concrete or asphalt, but also slippy enough to race in a rally setting. So, damn, Mr. Rock and Roll, shit. Okay, sir. All right, so you just got done going through a time warp, and we are done with our license. Let's get into some racing. I think now we can officially start our timer for 5 minutes with an Indy. Set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes starting now.
Tour mode is divided into chapters. Each chapter has a different category of cars. Front wheel, all wheel, rear wheel. Okay, let's do tour since it'll probably bring us to those different places. All right, we're gonna race with the Kappa. The Kappa. Don't know why I held up my four fingers for. All right, we are in Finland. This is a 100% dirt track. 09. Okay, let's go. We're gonna beat that.
Medium left.
So you hear right there, he says medium left,
Medium right.
medium right. Like that's how they know what's coming up next.
Medium left.
Obviously,
Medium right. Medium left.
I'm
Medium left.
I'm drifting too much. I gotta tighten this shit up.
Medium left.
Get out my way. So there's I've stumbled across a, what do you call that? You call that tip drill?
Hard left.
Damn, I'm sorry, bro. Easy right, medium left, medium right, medium right. Inside, inside, inside.
Attention.
Attention is what he says. Attention.
Attention.
When there's a jump,
Hard left.
hard left, we banging this one, brakes, another one, medium right, medium left.
Finish.
Ugh. Okay, so listen. That's a long ways off of the world record, okay? All right, okay, relax. But what I will say is, I like that. We're gonna finish this in a minute 8. A minute 8. So there's different views.
Medium left. Easy left.
Okay, hold on. Swapping the views is what did it for me, okay? It messed me up. So playing it from this view is interesting because it kind of changes the game.
Medium left. Medium right.
All right, I'm going back to regular style. Not a fan. Thing is though, if my driving experience started off that way, I probably would have preferred it. because it gives you the ability to look ahead in a race style where you normally kind of can't, because damn, I took that too tight. Hard left, take inside,
Medium left.
sorry bro, medium right. I'm taking those turns too tight. I gotta find the apex through those turns, guys. Damn.
Medium
Stay
left.
outside, stay outside, stay outside, stay outside.
Easy left.
Go.
Finish.
What'd I say? What time did I say we were gonna finish in? Understand something. When I say things, I don't say them because I mean them. I say them because that's what they are. 108. I'm about to put it right here in the video what time I said I was gonna finish this race in. We're gonna finish this in 1:08. Exactly. I got my shooters on deck, Rico. Keep it up. Keep it up. All right, here we go. We going crazy on this one. Let's go crazy on this one. I didn't see what the time was. What was the time? Did y'all see the time? Shit. Attention. Easy left. Okay. Medium right.
Medium left.
Damn, I'm sorry, bro.
Medium right.
I just hit the back of his Italian job ass car. Sliding too much. Easy right. Hard left. Slow it. Take that.
Medium left.
Damn. I'm off. Look at that. Look at that.
Medium
No,
left.
that's my win, bro. Fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Easy left.
Get out of here. Hey, 123, your boy. So in order to use the other cars, you have to prove you're worthy by finishing other licenses. Okay, so keep that in mind when you make a decision on if this game is for you or not. Someone like myself, I may enjoy going through a license ordeal to feel worthy to get a car. Someone like yourself might be like, what the hell you mean? I don't want to have to do that. What's this? Oh, snap.
Hard left. Hard right.
Oh my God.
Hard left. Hard right.
So,
Hard left. Hard right. Hard left. Hard right. Hard right. Left. Hard right.
I ain't saying this is embarrassing, but when I tell you, look at that.
Finish.
Like, look at that. It's all about understanding the car. It's all about, understanding the get down. All right, let's assess. That was Arcade Rally Classics. Before Goopy comes in and lets you know if this game is worth 5 minutes with the indie or not, allow me to give my piece. Making a game for people who enjoy driving games is a very complicated thing to do, because you constantly have to tote that line between how simulated should this gameplay be versus if it's too hard, people won't want to play. Is this game going to sell a lot if it's made for enthusiasts versus your average gamer? It's a common problem that I see a lot of sports derived games have to kind of deal with. Early on in development, they have to make up a decision. Who are we targeting with this? Because that will drastically change where the game and whole entire game development goes from there on out. I think Arcade Rally Classics finds the sweet spot between, can I get an enjoyable rally experience by just picking up the controller and playing, versus what do I need to actually know about rally racing before I can enjoy myself in this game? I said my piece. Goopy, is Arcade Rally Classics worth 5 minutes with an indie? Hey, the man speaks, and when he speaks, we listen. Now, if you want to listen to a dope episode of 5 minutes with an indie involving a side scroller beat 'em up that harkens back to the golden days, click over here to watch last week's episode of 5 minutes with the indie. Side scroller, Towerborn. It was fun. I'll catch you on the next episode of 5 Minutes with the Indie. Peace.